Kim's father walked toward his wife, his blood boiling with rage just from looking at her, especially after learning what she and her daughter had done. Standing in front of her, he stared directly into her eyes, his expression laced with fury. Just facing her stirred an overwhelming desire to end her right then and there. However, despite the storm within him, he forced himself to remain composed. At that moment, all he had were Minsu's words. No solid evidence yet. If he truly wanted to destroy her completely, he needed undeniable proof. Something that would leave no room for loopholes or escape. Suppressing his anger, he calmed his expression and casually asked why she was still awake so late, wondering aloud if her insomnia had returned. Kim's stepmother, trembling slightly and her voice betraying her fear, responded that she was simply worried about him and couldn't sleep without knowing he was safe. She considered asking him about the poisoned lamb chops she had served earlier, but quickly decided against it. Bringing them up could raise suspicion. All she knew for certain was that he hadn't eaten them, and the possibilities haunted her. It was either that he had discovered the poison or something unexpected had happened. Sensing her mind racing with panic, Kim's father swiftly told her that he hadn't managed to eat the lamb chops she had prepared. He explained that he had lost his appetite due to the emotional weight of their daughter's death and needed to take a drive to clear his thoughts. He added that he had left the untouched meal in the study and suggested she give it to the maid. Claiming exhaustion, he said he needed to freshen up and rest. Just as he turned to leave, Kim's stepmother mentioned that the plate in the study room was empty, and she had assumed he had eaten the food, unless someone else had. He turned back to her and calmly said that the dog might have eaten it, adding that it had been roaming around the study earlier. With a forced smile, he remarked that if the dog had eaten the lamb chops, they must have been delicious. Then he stepped closer, took her hand gently, and reassured her not to worry. She could always make him more lamb chops another day. He urged her to get some rest. Before walking away, as he disappeared into the hallway, every step grew heavier with the weight of having to feign normalcy in the presence of his enemy, the very person responsible for his daughter's death. Pretending to smile at her, while hiding his grief and rage, gnawed at him. He couldn't wait to uncover solid evidence and send her back to the hell she came from. Meanwhile, Kim's stepmother stood frozen, watching him vanish into the shadows of the corridor. A wave of relief washed over her, at least for now. It seemed he hadn't discovered the poison. But beneath the relief brewed anger. Her plan had failed. Had he eaten the poisoned food, everything would have fallen perfectly into place. Now she feared the worst. If the dog had indeed eaten the lamb chops, it was likely dead by now. Panic surged through her as she rushed off in search of the dog, already trying to devise a plan to cover up its death, before the situation became even more suspicious and spiraled out of control.